How are you? Yes, so the gentleman with the beard is going to give a stick. Yep. Yep. Yeah, he's new to it, so I'm not exactly sure what he's going to do, but we'll do it. We'll go. Yeah. When they're ready, I'll stand at the door if we can, and we'll give you the stick. Okay.
So you will play da-da-dum Honorary?
I will do the fanfare in the beginning. Ready.
Oh, I see. He's about, he's showing us the stick. Yes, the fanfare.
What's that?
Yeah. Still marching? Yeah, they're still marching. Let's pray. Ready?
Morning, everyone. Very fortunate to have a beautiful morning for our graduation. This is a little practice. We'll be doing a bunch of standing and sitting, so I'm going to ask you to please rise for the singing of our national anthem by our graduating senior, Sierra Nelson.
All right, we're on? Cool. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we've hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight are the ramparts we've watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good morning. A warm welcome on this beautiful spring day to trustees, our elected officials, faculty, staff, emeriti, the Chancellor of the University of Maine System, and other distinguished guests, family and friends, and most of all, the University of Maine at Presque Isle, class of 2023. I'm Ray Rice, and I have the honor of serving as the president and provost of this university. As we begin today's commencement, I want to take a moment to acknowledge that our sites and facilities are located on the ancestral homelands of the Mi'kmaq and Maliseet nations, who are connected to the other Wabanaki tribal nations on these lands that today we collectively call the state of Maine, the Passamaquoddy and the Penobscots, through kinship, alliances, and diplomacy. It is with great gratitude and humility that we share this land with those who have lived and worked on it from time immemorial. I'm here to welcome you to a truly extraordinary occasion as we join with the members of the class of 2023 in celebrating their commencement. In doing so, we also recognize the exceptional individuals who helped make today possible for these graduates, the faculty and staff, the family and friends, all of you who have supported these individuals in so many ways, large and small, during undergraduate and graduate experiences that have been without precedent. Today would not have been possible without the months and years of support, guidance, instruction, mentoring, and friendship that you have provided these soon-to-be graduates. Above all, today marks a truly auspicious and felicitous accomplishment for each of you receiving a degree, either in person on this stage or at a distance through our live streams, whose perseverance, dedication, and resilience saw you through a global pandemic that underscored and accentuated continuing struggles for equality, representation, and freedom as experienced by countless millions across this world, let alone those here in the United States and in Maine and in Aroostook County. The ongoing struggles we hear about every day in places such as Ukraine, Sudan, Somalia, Afghanistan, Libya, among too many others, are just further reminders that the struggle for self-determination, democracy, and equality is never an accomplished fact, but always a continuing action that requires vigilance, determination, and above all, shared purpose. I'm especially proud that since 1903, this institution has been part of that global movement toward greater equality for citizens everywhere, one made possible in great part by public higher education. Institutions such as the University of Maine at Presque Isle were created through our nation's burgeoning democracy by the success of participatory and inclusive government, and have contributed to the growth of equality both locally and globally. Indeed, UMPI was founded as part of a national movement dedicated to bringing disciplinary knowledge to all citizens of this nation, and it is particularly resonant that its inaugural class included 16 women and 1 man. To assert that since this time there has been a movement toward greater democracy should not be seen as a disavowal of all of those who were and remain disempowered and disenfranchised over the course of this long movement. The goal for equality and representation is a continuing struggle, one that we must undertake daily through an examination of how equality has been and might be achieved, of an understanding of the struggles and mobilizations that made this movement possible, as well as the structures and legal, financial, and educational systems that have helped equality become a lasting reality for more and more people. Today, that is a far more realistic possibility than the inaugural class of 1903 could ever have imagined in their most utopian dreams. To be sure, 120 years later, we must today more than ever take heed of Martin Luther King Jr.'s reminder that, quote, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And that includes the need for an increased dedication to public service, an urgent and abiding concern for the environment and for sustainable living, the recognition of the importance of collaboration across and within our communities, the embracement of differences, and the right of each individual to pursue a life of dignity, regardless of distinctions of race, gender, orientation, ability, personal identity. Today is first and foremost a day of hope in this regard, as we are reminded that your degrees and professional programs and the arts and sciences, supported by the backbone of a liberal arts education, complemented by your own inquisitiveness and ingenuity, provide you the tools and the skills to continue to make this a better and more just world for us all. So welcome to our greatest day so far in this institution's August history, the 114th commencement of the University of Maine at Presque Isle. I would like now to introduce the members of the platform party. Audience, please hold your applause until all have been introduced. This year's honorary degree recipients, Mary Barton Akeley Smith and Sam W. Collins, who will also serve as your commencement speaker. Daniel Malloy, Chancellor of the University of Maine System. Carolyn Dorsey, Acting Vice Chancellor for Strategic Initiatives for the University of Maine System. State Representative Joseph Underwood. Deborah Rourke, Executive Director for University Advancement and External Affairs. Barbara Blackstone, Dean of the College of Professional Programs. Jason Johnston, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Susan Chang, Dean of the Competency-Based Education and Degree Completion. Sarah Coyer, Dean of Students. Leah Allen, the Chair of the Faculty Assembly. Donna Lisnick, the Chair of the UMPI Board of Visitors. And Evans Arcadis, the President of the UMPI Alumni Association. It is my honor to recognize the collective of individuals who have been singularly dedicated to the success and accomplishments of each of you within the graduating class of 2023, a truly remarkable group of educators, mentors, and friends, the faculty and staff of the University of Maine at Presque Isle. And allow me to take a moment to identify two of our faculty who planned on being here today but were unable due to unforeseen circumstances, Dr. Fred Strickland and Lee Belair, whose son Mitchell is about to cross the stage and of whom we are all as proud as your mom watching your graduation from a distance. It is my special privilege to recognize the faculty emeriti who served with distinction during their service to this university and remain such essential members of our community. Dr. Guy Gallagher, Dr. Richard Kimball, Dr. Linda Graves, Dr. Suzanne Beaudet, and Dr. Christine Standifer. And I am pleased to introduce Anatole Wick and Terrence Henry playing our alma mater, Rise Up, Presque Isle by Ellis Paul. Alice wrote a beautiful alma mater for us, but nobody plays it as sweetly as Anatole, so my thanks yet again. I would like now to introduce the Chancellor of the University of Maine System, Daniel Malloy.
Good morning to all of you, the graduates who we celebrate today, to the faculty that has done such great work with you to get you here today. Thank you to the faculty and to the staff and all that work here at this great university. I do want to single out the moms and dads and grandpas and grandmas and everyone else who has stood by these graduates, getting them to this point. Congratulations on your own success, and congratulations on the success of the generation that follows you. Now to you as the students, I'm going to say a couple of words and then get off the stage because it's a long program. But I will impart to you a request that you do something that my mother asked me to do every day we shared this earth together. She would say, Daniel, you have an obligation to leave the world a better place for your having lived in it. You are now more energized, better prepared, better educated than the average United States citizen. From you, we expect great things. Great love of your community, great love and support of others who need your help, need your direction, need your leadership. I challenge you to be all that you can be and do it in such a way as you brighten other people's days and make our nation stronger, our state stronger, and our communities. Find a way to give back and make this a better place for your having lived in it. God bless you. Congratulations. I know a number of you. I was proud to start my academic year this year with a convocation where many of you greeted incoming freshmen. And I'm particularly proud to be ending this academic season with you at this graduation. Thank you for having me.
Donna Lisnick, the chair of the Board of Visitors, and 1986 and 1987 alumna of UMPI will now greet the graduates.
Representative Underwood, Chancellor Malloy, President Rice, platform guests, faculty, graduates, friends, and family. What a beautiful day we have for a graduation. We are all lucky we didn't have to stand in the rain. My name is Donna Lisnick. I am the chair of the Board of Visitors for the University of Maine at Presque Isle, and like you, a very proud graduate of UMPI, actually twice. I am here today to welcome you, to congratulate you, and to wish you the very best on behalf of the Board of Visitors, whose main role is to advocate on behalf of UMPI because we truly believe in this university. This university has provided each of you with the foundation to go into the world and make a difference. I hope you will use your knowledge and your new degree to create a world for yourself and for those around you that is a little bit better every day. Be a good employee, be a good teacher, a good coach, a good nurse, a good representative of your community. Get involved, show the world what you can do, and you can do a lot, believe me. I hope as you leave here today, you are taking with you not only a degree, but memories. Memories of caring professors and staff, new and old friends, and many good times, which someday you may want to share with your children. Again, congratulations, good luck, and don't forget to thank those who supported you in your journey. Good luck, everyone.
Dr. Leah Allen, Chair of the Faculty Assembly, Associate Professor of English, and graduate of UMPI, will bring you greetings from our faculty.
Thank you. So hello, graduating class of 2023, family and friends. I'd like to start by making a confession. I really don't want to be standing up here. In fact, when I was asked if I would be the chair of Faculty Assembly, I said very emphatically, no, I am not going to be chair of Faculty Assembly because it means I have to stand up and give a speech. It probably seem odd that I have a phobia of public speaking, being the center of attention in front of a bunch of people, since that's just kind of what I do every day as a teacher. But the truth is, as much as I dislike public speaking, I also dislike being a coward. And it struck me as cowardly to refuse to take on a job, chair of Faculty Assembly, simply because of one of the many responsibilities being chair entails. And I also thought about the fact that I bet every one of you sitting here today has to overcome some fear in order to be here. I bet all of you have been courageous in some way, moving far from home, taking courses in subjects that you knew nothing about before you walked into the classroom, living with unknown roommates, speaking in front of your classmates. Perhaps some of you have had to disagree with someone, even though you feared they might dislike you as a result. Perhaps you spoke up against some unfairness you witnessed, even though doing so would have been more comfortable to have pretended you didn't see it. And so as I think about the words of wisdom that I can offer, as someone who was sitting in this exact same gym 23 years ago, about to get my BA degree, I would encourage you all to be courageous. As Aristotle said, I teach philosophy, so I got to stick him in. As Aristotle said, you will never do anything in this world without courage. It is the greatest quality of the mind next to honor. It will take courage to meet the challenges and uncertainties that you will face personally and which we all face globally at this time. Just this week, I read the final essay of one of my philosophy students talking about the courage it takes to speak the truth when there are political or financial or even physical risks at stake. We need citizens who are courageous, and you've all been practicing this very skill in many ways, starting with the first step of leaving your comfort zone and challenging yourself to grow, to try new things, to engage with new ideas and people. Some people feel that being a leader entails being able to solve problems and offer solutions. But some problems are wicked. They have no easy solutions, and there are many competing interests involved. In these cases, the kinds of leaders needed are those with moral courage, the openness to engage in challenging conversations, the willingness to exercise integrity, and a willingness to take risks. These are skills I know you have practiced in the classroom and out these last few years. So on behalf of all the faculty at UMPI, I offer you our congratulations for years of hard work, and I hope you remember what William Faulkner said: you cannot swim for new horizons until you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. Thank you.
It is now my great pleasure to introduce this year's commencement speaker, Sam W. Collins. A graduate of St. Lawrence University, Mr. Collins has led the S.W. Collins Company, which was founded in 1844, even before this university. The great-great-grandfather by Samuel W. Collins, the great-great-grandfather of our own Sam W. Collins as its president for over 3 decades. Mr. Collins has taken on many leadership roles in our community and state and has always done so with an ethic of service above self. He has served as chair of the Caribou School Board, co-chair of the Regional School Committee, and chaired the United Way of Aroostook campaign. He has served as president of Leaders Encouraging Aroostook Development and president of the Caribou Rotary Club. He serves as chair of the board of directors of MMG Insurance and is on the board of Aroostook Federal Savings and Loan. An avid skier and biker and a pretty accomplished water skier, his support has helped to ensure the continuing success of Big Rock Ski Mountain and Mars Hill, and he has coached in the Aroostook Youth Basketball League, which I didn't know that he played basketball at St. Lawrence, and the Caribou Recreation Soccer Program. He received a Paul Harris Fellow recognition by Rotary International for his outstanding community service. He and his lovely wife, Lise, live in Caribou and have 4 adult daughters who are part of the next generation of Collinses to blaze trails and make a difference in their professions and communities. More specific, however, to higher education and this institution, Sam Collins served as a University of Maine system trustee from 2010 to 2019, during which time he was voted in first as vice chair and then chair of the board from 2013 to 2017, and thus was responsible for approving my own interim and then formal presidency of UMPI, so you have Sam to thank or blame for that. Nothing serves as a better reflection of his unstinting dedication to the affordability and accessibility of higher education for all Mainers, in that as chair, Sam Collins oversaw the approval of UMPI's initiative to create the first in the system no-cost tuition financial aid packaging for eligible Maine students, which has since been provided to thousands of students and their families at 4 UMS institutions, including many of you graduating today. All of these well-earned accolades aside, I should also note, and I know this from direct personal experience, that Sam Collins is a consummate actor. This I learned when he agreed to be part of an elaborate conspiracy to get me up to the campus center a few years ago now for a certain surprise birthday party. The skit included my chief business officer and financial aid director bursting into a formal meeting that Sam had scheduled with me in my office, informing us that a dispute between 2 employees had erupted into fisticuffs and the police might have to be called. How he maintained a straight face through all of that, I will never know, but I'm sure he enjoyed it. So I present to you now the businessman, public servant, and most excellent thespian, Sam W. Collins.
Thank you, President Rice, for a very nice and humbling introduction. Good morning. Chancellor Malloy, President Rice, distinguished guests, proud parents and family members, faculty, esteemed staff, and most importantly, the remarkable graduates. As I look out at the class of graduates of 2023, I recall my own graduation commencement experience, and where the speaker was New York Senator Daniel Moynihan, another good Irishman, Chancellor. I'm a little surprised I can remember who gave that speech, but I'm certain that very few have heard of the famous senator, as he passed away in 2003 when many of you were probably in diapers. Although I recall the speaker, I do not recall the message. I might have been a little bit sleep deprived and not at the top of my game that morning. With that in mind, I will make my comments brief and hopefully memorable for at least today. Graduates, today we celebrate your significant achievement and milestone. I know many of you will be thinking about your futures, and after the celebrations die down, and so today, as you mark the closure of one chapter and beginning of another, I want to share some of my thoughts on what a meaningful life can look like. For many of you today, there is the exciting feeling that in graduating from college, you've reached the summit. After spending many years, you've achieved your goal and are receiving your degree. Fantastic. You should be proud. I know we, your community, family, friends, and faculty are proud of your accomplishment. The next step can be a little scary. If any of you, like many past graduates, including myself, You may not have a grand plan after graduation other than being gainfully employed. To those graduates that are continuing your education, going into the service, or have a job lined up in your field of study, then congratulations. You've taken the first step on the next summit. You may have debt, but thanks to the University of Maine at Presque Isle, it will be much less than other higher education choices. You may have a job lined up, or may not, and are concerned where you're going to live and how you're going to provide for yourself. The good news is the next steps are all yours to make, and you decide how you're going to shape your life, what it will look like, and what success means to you. My hope for you is in the next months and years, you will be reflective on how to best build a meaningful life and work towards that goal. A meaningful life is one that will align with your core values and bring you a sense of fulfillment that you will not get by chasing the outward appearances of success. Having the latest iPhone, the new car, cool shoes, and great digs bring only temporary happiness and does not provide lasting contentment. In the age of YOLO, you only live once, popularized by Drake in the song The Motto, the pop culture idea became the excuse for spontaneous behavior, pursuing a range of diverse and often superficial experiences with the aim of living in the moment and without consideration of consequences. Activities and pursuits are dropped when the reward is not immediate. But the original YOLO, coined by the Grateful Dead drummer Mickey Hart in the 90s, was about committing yourself wholeheartedly to this one life and to the community around you, committing to seeing things through even when they get tough. This YOLO is what I believe will lead you to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. As you set your sails for the next part of your journey, remember, you've already proven yourself by being here today. You have persevered during an unprecedented time. School, sports, music, socializing have all been greatly disrupted during some of your most important years, yet we are here today celebrating your achievements. You've all persevered to get to this point, and that will serve you well your entire life. As I tell my work associates and my daughters, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. In addition, having grit and persevering, graduates, commit to being curious. Being curious and learning does not end with your graduation. Researchers estimate that the global knowledge doubles every 12 to 18 months and is accelerating. Let your curiosity open you up to change and uncertainty. This is where some of your greatest growth will happen. Every year at our company annual meeting, I emphasize that the only constant in our company is going to be change. Our company is constantly chasing change to stay viable in an increasingly competitive environment. Some of the specific skills you have learned, like your ability to think critically and challenge, will be your valuable in your next chapter. Keep refining these skills and learning new ones throughout your life. You will be confronted with new innovations and change. However, being curious gives you the edge to adapt and stay relevant in the world. More of the world will open up to you as you continue to learn for play and work. Speaking of change, how many have you accessed ChatGPT? Or better yet, how many have used ChatGPT or another AI tool to assist you in your college assignments? You don't have to show your hands. A few weeks ago, CBS reported on how faculty are detecting essays that are written by AI with AI software. And some faculty are making sure that students put away their laptops and resort to pen and paper. I agree that being able to construct sentences, paragraphs, and essays is an important skill as we all refine our communication skills. However, I wonder what I would do without the review button on Microsoft Word to check my spelling and grammar. AI is another tool, and we need to figure out how to use it to our advantage. Although AI is an informative stage with inaccuracies and limitations, we cannot deny that it will be an increasingly important facet of our lives and has the potential to make us more productive. We have yet to even dream of the possibilities. As an experiment, I asked ChatGPT to write a commencement speech for the class of 2023. Well, the start of the speech was perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, faculty, parents, and etc. And there was a couple good quotes from Ralph Waldo Emerson and Thomas Edison. However, ChatGPT could not capture what I thought was important to communicate to the class of 2023. Artificial intelligence never sat in your seat and experienced your range of feelings about the future, nor will it ever have empathy to assist fellow humans. AI does not have your unique learning and experiences in life. Artificial intelligence is and will be valuable as further refined. However, it can never replace the originality of every graduate here. What AI will do is rapidly change the jobs today as we presently know them, as computers and the internet have changed our world. In my lifetime, I've witnessed the wonderful changes from paper and pen to laptops on every desk. Instead of handwriting slips and orders to be delivered, the click of keys on a laptop anywhere in the world with internet can create a transaction and be printed at any of our network printers at one of our locations. With AI, every sector of the economy will be affected. In Austin, Texas, you can go through a drive-through McDonald's that is manned entirely by robots. On the highways in the Midwest, driverless tractor trailers are delivering freight on long-distance trips, and drones are completing home deliveries. We all need to continue to learn, for the jobs today will be much different than the jobs tomorrow. It's natural to be apprehensive about change. However, resist that uncertain feeling. Because of AI, jobs tomorrow will be better paying, safer, and more intellectually engaging, just like computers and the internet have done so. I already see the innovation in my industry. I had the opportunity to visit Wasco, a cedar shingle mill in St. Francois, New Brunswick, about 60 miles from here. The mill is the first automated cedar shingle mill in the world. Cedar shingles and other mills are milled by sawyers, manually turning 16-inch blocks of cedar in a carriage with a horizontal saw, cutting a 3/8-inch spot shingle off the block. The various grades of shingles are then manually sorted. Often, you'll see aging sawyers with missing digits. But with AI, the good news is this mill's jobs are evolving into higher paying and safer jobs such as programmers, engineers, and software technicians. We need to commit to being curious about all the technological tools of the future. In being curious, I also encourage you to commit to being courageous and continue to challenge yourself to grow. A fulfilling and meaningful life is one that you take full advantage of what life and your abilities have to offer. Never stop planning your next adventure and your next and your next, no matter where you are in your life. Take full advantage of your respective abilities and have the confidence to climb that next proverbial peak, bike that next mile, ski that next hill, learn a new language. Have the courage and confidence to take on new challenges. because you can, and you will be better for it. How exciting that your options for exploring and getting out of your comfort zone are endless. Be brave enough to seize those opportunities. Learn to windsurf. Learn to play chess. You will never run out of adventures and challenges. As you continue to challenge yourself and grow as a person, you will find your greatest rewards comes when you take a risk, even when it may fail. Innovation happens when risks are taken and the outcome is uncertain. 1991, the Base Realignment and Closure Commission recommended that Loring Air Force Base, about 20 miles from here in Limestone, be closed. Times in the county were uncertain, and the potential loss of 10,000 people exiting Loring made people a bit nervous. In late 1992, our company, headquartered in Caribou, made the decision to expand our building material and hardware business to Presque Isle. 1994, the Air Force Base did close, and our company faced a few challenging years. I knew that we would lose some sales from our Caribou location with a decrease in the county population, but I also believed that we could garner some economies of scale with an additional location. I distinctly recall the sunny summer day when we had reached the limit of our line of credit with a bank in 1993, and I had questioned whether we had made a miscalculation. There were a few sleepless nights. However, the risk proved to be right and paved the way for us to expand in 3 additional communities. Today, we have a more resilient company with our scale and geographical diversification. Commit to taking risk in your life. Finally, I ask you to commit to your community and to support others. As you become increasingly aware of your abilities, reflect on what you can do for your community and people needing assistance. Service above self, the Rotary Club's motto, is a good reminder that we all can have a positive influence in the communities we live in. I believe you can measure the health and vitality of a community by the number of individuals committed to putting others before themselves. My hope for the class of 2023 is that you become engaged with the communities that you eventually settle into. You will find that adding value to a community by working to make organizations better, stronger, and sustainable, and assisting those with the greatest needs will lead you on path of a meaningful life. One of my favorite quotes from Maya Angelou reminds me of how to best live your life. I have learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Be the person. As our memories fade with time, we may not remember the details of a person, but we remember the character of the individual. Be the person that is an active, positive influence in their communities that works to build up others. Class of 2023, you may continue your education, travel, explore, work outside of the county, but I assure you, from my experiences, there is no better place to work, grow, and live than Aroostook County. We need your skills and energies to mentor and motivate fellow companions and workers. If life takes you to a different part of the world, stay connected to the county, as Mary Smith has, someone I deeply admire for all her philanthropic giving in Aroostook County. Mary, as you know, will be receiving an honorary doctorate degree this morning and is an inspiration to many on how to best live your life. Mary's lesson to all of us is that it is incumbent on every one of us that has the talent or means to assist others. Mary's a remarkable example of a county lady giving back to the communities in Aroostook. Mary's an inspiring, astute, and caring individual, and she's also an accomplished ballroom dancer. Mary, I hope you don't mind me sharing that. Mary, I want to thank you for all that you do to the county to make it a better place to live. I also appreciate your influence on the wine selections at Rodney's from Napa Valley. Graduates, YOLO. You only live once. Commit to perseverance. Commit to being curious, a student and teacher. Commit to being courageous and adventurous because you can. Commit to taking risks and commit to giving back to your communities. They need you. And finally, I encourage you to take your shot and draw inspiration from my favorite lyrics of Lin-Manuel's musical Hamilton, My Shot. I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. Class of 2023, don't throw away your shot.
Okay, I'm going to remember not to throw away my shot. So, it is now my pleasure as president of the University of Maine at Presque Isle to present an honorary degree to Mary Barton Akeley Smith. Mary, will you please step forward? Mary Barton Akeley Smith, community development advocate and champion of higher education. You are commended today for your service to the people of Aroostook County, your focus on giving back, and your enduring support of our community. As a dedicated public servant, you have worked tirelessly to support projects for numerous local nonprofit organizations, from major renovations at the public library to new facilities at the University of Maine at Presque Isle and Northern Maine Community College, to city infrastructure such as walking paths and playgrounds. At UMPI specifically, your work has led to the establishment of this university's first ever endowed chair in agricultural science and agribusiness. These efforts have had a direct impact on local families, students, and the professional community. Through the Rodney and Mary Barton Smith Family Foundation, established in 2020, you have honored your family's legacy not only through your support of organizations such as the Alzheimer's Association, but also through the countless ways you have given back to your hometown and helped it to thrive. Your work has left an indelible mark upon the people of Presque Isle and those who visit our star city. In appreciation of your outstanding service and in recognition of your status as a dedicated public servant, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
Good morning, everyone. I'm very flattered to be selected by UMPI to be the recipient of an honorary doctorate degree. This is the first time that I've participated in a graduation ceremony. I have 3 degrees, and I received all of them through the U.S. mail. This is special to me for another reason. My father, Robert Akeley, received an honorary doctorate degree from the University of Maine for his work in potato breeding. I have been able to invest in Presque Isle and Aroostook County due to the success of my husband, Rodney Smith. Because you've reached an important milestone in your lives, I would like to quickly tell you about Rodney's life so that you can see that facing upsets and difficulties and doing the best that you can, given your current situation, is a lifelong challenge. Rodney was born in 1940 in Oldham, England, a city in a heavily industrial area. His parents were poor, worked in the cotton mills, and lived in government-subsidized housing. His father served 4 years in World War II and returned from the war to face a divorce. Both parents married again and had children. However, Rodney was not embraced by either family. Luckily, Rodney was mentored by a wonderful teacher who recognized his potential and required that he study, even meeting him on Saturdays to keep him on track. Because of this teacher, Rodney was successful in obtaining a scholarship to Manchester Grammar, a secondary school attended by children of wealthy and aristocratic families. Rodney didn't fit in, and instead of going to class, he would go to the local tea shop and read all day. After a year, it was agreed that Rodney should leave the school. At the age of 16, he joined the British Army by enrolling in the Army's Apprenticeship School for Boys. This was a program established by the British Army to recruit boys, educate them, and in return for the education, the boys were required to serve for 7 years in the Army. Rodney thrived. The Army became his family, provided structure, discipline, and a path to higher education. Because of taking advantage of the opportunities offered by the Army, Rodney received a degree in electrical engineering from the University of Southampton. At the age of 26, Rodney left the Army and moved to the United States, first working for General Electric and then moving to California to work for Fairchild Semiconductor, a company at the forefront of the semiconductor revolution. After about 10 years of a successful career at Fairchild, Rodney left and became the first CEO of Altera Corporation, a startup that was developing erasable, programmable logic computer chips. This technology moved the chip world from a dependency on custom computer chips to chips that engineers could program and erase and reprogram, saving precious time to market. Rodney was able to retire at the age of 60. At the age of 67, he was killed while doing his favorite thing, riding his bicycle. I was here in Presque Isle visiting my sister and my mother. So why did I tell you Rodney's story? For 2 reasons. One, in spite of being born into poverty with no family support, Rodney's experience is an example of facing adversity and building a successful life through grit, determination, and the ability to embrace change. The second reason is that the success of Rodney's life has benefited Aroostook County. Without Rodney, I would not have been able to give to this community in the degree that I have given. Rodney and I had the same approach to philanthropy. We agreed that what was important to us was education, health, wellness, economic development, and open space, which has been my focus. Rodney's story illustrates the fact that it matters how you manage through life's challenges. It matters that you acknowledge each challenge, have the courage to face it, and move through it in the best way possible. It is important to be grateful for all that is good in your life and for those who love you and support you. From my heart, I congratulate you and salute you for meeting the challenges in your lives and achieving a major milestone, your graduation from college. Almost every day, I meditate and I recite the prayer of St. Francis of Assisi and the following Sanskrit poem. It helps me keep things in perspective. I would like to end by reciting the poem to you. It's entitled, The Exhortation of the Dawn. Look to this day, for it is life, the very life of life. In its brief course lie all the verities and realities of your existence, the bliss of growth, the glory of action, the splendor of beauty. For yesterday is but a dream, and tomorrow is only a vision. But today, well lived, makes every yesterday a dream of happiness, and every tomorrow a vision of hope. Look well, therefore, to this day. Congratulations, everyone.
It is now my pleasure as president of the University of Maine at Presque Isle to present an honorary degree to Sam W. Collins. Sam, will you please step forward? You are commended today for your service to the people of the state of Maine and for your untiring efforts in support of higher education and economic and community development. As a dedicated public servant, you have spent more than 3 decades impacting not only your own industry in lumber and building materials, but also many other sectors from education to economic development to nonprofits focused on community needs. Your work on the University of Maine at Presque Isle's Foundation Board and the University of Maine Systems Board of Trustees helped to expand educational opportunities that have had a lasting impact on countless individuals and their families. Through your advocacy of community wellness and recreation, our communities are blessed with facilities like the Caribou Ski Building and Big Rock Mountain. A longtime Rotarian, you have embodied the organization's motto of service above self in your civic activities. Your work has made an important impact upon the people of Aroostook County, the state of Maine, and beyond. In appreciation of your outstanding service and in recognition of your status as a dedicated public servant, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
Hello? Okay. Presque Isle community, I am truly honored and humbled to receive this honorary degree today. When President Rice first spoke to me about the university's desire to honor me with this degree one evening while visiting the campus for an event, I was not sure if I quite understood him correctly. I was thrilled to be even considered, so I didn't share the news with my wife, Lise, because I didn't want to tell her something that wasn't going to be. When I received an email from Debbie Rourke, the executive director of University of Advancement, a couple of weeks later, asking me to go over the details of the award, I realized that it was real. It was safe to share the exciting news with my family. My wife, Lise, and my family have made it possible for me to contribute my time and energy to public service in Maine, including the university. I want to thank them publicly for allowing me the time to serve others. I'm grateful to have been given the opportunity to serve on the Board of Trustees for the university and be able to serve others over these years. I'm fortunate to have learned from my parents at an early age the importance of giving back to our communities. We all need to get involved at some level. I will preach to whomever will listen that we have an obligation to make a difference in the lives of others. We are blessed to be able to do so. Graduates, my last words of advice: be grateful for your gifts and make the most of them. Commit to being a glass half full kind of person that appreciates the many good things that will come your way and do not take your blessings for granted. I am forever grateful for the honorary degree and grateful for the many opportunities that I have had and hope to continue to have over my lifetime. Thank you very much.
Okay, it is now time for Dean Jason Johnston to make the presentation of the candidates for degrees. Please note that some in-person graduates will be wearing colored cords around their necks: gold for summa cum laude, blue for magna cum laude, white for cum laude, red, white, and blue for military veteran, and blue and gold combined for the senior class gift. In addition to our own graduates, we will also be awarding Bachelor of Science degrees in nursing from the University of Maine at Fort Kent.
Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? Members of the audience, we ask that you do not take photos during this time, as there is a professional photographer on site. Graduates, you will be given your wings after you receive your diplomas and exit down the ramp. Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Arts in Organizational Leadership please rise and come forward? Courtney E. Chassis. Alyssa Lynn Edwards. Rowena A. Kluke. Eric Sean Fishon, also receiving a Bachelor of Liberal Studies in Management, cum laude. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Accounting please rise and come forward? Sierra Colleen Nelson. Anna Marie Trombley, summa cum laude. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Biology please rise and come forward? Serena M. Raposo, cum laude. Jordan Renee Dixon, summa cum laude. Caroline Jane Dillenbeck, cum laude. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration please rise and come forward? Timothy Burns, summa cum laude. Peyton Herbert Jones, summa cum laude. Bethany Lynn Blanchette. Katie Rose Fowler, cum laude. Emily Ann Blavelt. Stephen Nabil Nader. Matthew Charles Randall, cum laude. Mercedes Sky Johnston, magna cum laude. Elizabeth May Netto, magna cum laude. Brandy L. Osterblom. Gregory J. Edwards, magna cum laude. Anisette Kathleen Jackson, magna cum laude. Jessica L. Valancourt, cum laude. Brenda Carolina Gebhardt, cum laude. Jai Patel, cum laude. Joy Ecke. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Criminal Justice please rise and come forward? Cameron Dawn Gilmore, cum laude. Dakota J. Morrow. Kayla Cody. Anne Elizabeth Moore, magna cum laude. Carla Lee Sawyer. Shelby Marie Boyden, magna cum laude. Kim Barnett Simon, cum laude. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English please rise and come forward? Litzy Mandalay Aguilar, cum laude. Megan M. Wasakin, magna cum laude. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Psychology please rise and come forward? I apparently missed a heading. What do we do? Continue? I will go back to the history graduates. My apologies. Jacintra Sierra Lynn MacArthur, magna cum laude. Haley Hope Holmes. Ashlyn Ray Wing. Reagan Kennedy Calvin. Jenna Ann Linz, magna cum laude. Heidi Lynn Coleman, cum laude. Marissa Lee Kaiser, magna cum laude. Kayla Joy Murchison, summa cum laude. Alexandria Bell Lovely, magna cum laude. Nathan Daniel Spencer, summa cum laude. Taylor Jean Shoup, cum laude. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in History and Political Science please rise and come forward? Christy Lynn Iverson, summa cum laude. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Applied Science please rise and come forward? Molly Ann Mitchell, magna cum laude. John Edward McNally, summa cum laude. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts please rise and come forward? Jordan Marie Gardner, summa cum laude. Amy Marie Beltran, summa cum laude. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Liberal Studies please rise and come forward? Emma Joanna Felicity Coffin Gowan, Management, magna cum laude. Isabella Sage Edwards, magna cum laude, Accounting. Megan Eileen Swanson, summa cum laude, Educational Studies. April Lynn Flinta, Educational Studies. Cassandra Denise Jordan, cum laude, Early Childhood Education. Tiffany Ashley Morrow, magna cum laude, Physical Education. Morgan McCarthy, Psychology. Heather Marie Carmichael, Early Childhood Education. Chianti Denise White, Management. Brianna Williams, magna cum laude, Management Information Systems. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Science and Agribusiness please rise and come forward? Mitchell John Grass, cum laude. Alexander Corey John McQuaid, magna cum laude. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education please rise and come forward? Stephanie M. Sear. Marissa Brianna Anthony, magna cum laude. Hope Anna Shea, cum laude. Taylor Elizabeth Cowan. Monique A. Neto, cum laude. Kerrigan Amy Haney, magna cum laude. Aaron Lynn Jondro. Madison Meg Saucier, cum laude. Gabriella Sophia Underwood, summa cum laude. Michaela Dawn Banks, summa cum laude. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science and Sustainability please rise and come forward? James A. Dobbs, cum laude. Also earned a certificate in Geographic Information Systems. Taylor Faye Lebrecq, magna cum laude. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science please rise and come forward? Haley Bell Kelly. Michaela Miskowitz, summa cum laude. Keith Mank. Cassandra Mina Nelson. Jordan Janelle Hansen, cum laude. Parker Wellington Honorato. Courtney Jewel Richard. Sierra Irene Fay. Samantha Hope Morton, magna cum laude. Will the candidate for the Bachelor of Science in Health Administration please rise and come forward? Alyssa Sue Harrington. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing please rise and come forward? This degree is awarded from the University of Maine at Fort Kent. Desiree Amber Hall. Whitney Allison Brewer. Jerenicia Nicole Cadell. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Physical Education please rise and come forward? Sean Stephen Sadler Mador. Savannah Ray Rodriguez, magna cum laude. Jonah Gregory Hudson, magna cum laude. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Secondary Education please rise and come forward? Paige Valerie Gallant, magna cum laude. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Social Work please rise and come forward? Chelsea Renee Trombley. Alexis Rena Albert, summa cum laude. Mackenzie Rose Conroy, cum laude. Shelley L. Everett, magna cum laude. Bethany Eunice Jensen, cum laude. Tatiana Maria Nikolaev. Cheyenne Marie White, cum laude. Will the candidates for the degree of Associate of Arts in Criminal Justice please rise and come forward? Aiden McInnes Churchill. Will the candidates for the degree of Associate of Arts in Liberal Studies please rise and come forward? Sarah Nicole Smart. Micah James Calhoun. Ann Bostock. Trinity Marie Fallon, cum laude. Shelby May Carson. Will the candidates for the degree of Associate of Science in Medical Laboratory Technology please rise and come forward? Will the candidates for the degree of Associate of Science in Physical Therapist Assistant please rise and come forward? Jacob Alexander Mondor, magna cum laude. Isabel Faith Lonan, magna cum laude. Cassandra Ann Michaud, magna cum laude. Anna Marie Butler, magna cum laude. Will the graduates please rise? President Rice, I have the honor to present our students who have been judged by the faculty of the University of Maine at Presque Isle and the University of Maine at Fort Kent, Master of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Applied Science, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Liberal Studies, Bachelor of Social Work, Associate of Arts, Associate of Science. By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University of Maine System and confirming the action of our faculty, I hereby grant unto you the appropriate degree of Master of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Applied Science, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Liberal Studies, Bachelor of Social Work, Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, together with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. You may now move your tassels from the right side of your cap to the left side, signifying you are now college graduates. Congratulations. You may be seated. I would like to take a moment to recognize an individual who is very special to this institution, Acting Vice Chancellor Carolyn Dorsey, who was invited by the Chancellor to join his administrative team following her 11 years of service at this university, where she was integral to the creation of UMPI's Your Pace competency-based programs. I am most pleased to announce that this summer, Carolyn will be receiving a doctorate in interdisciplinary studies with a focus on psychology and education through the University of Maine. Congratulations, Carolyn. The Chancellor is going to Okay, now we talked about this yesterday during rehearsal,
So I'm going to try to jump off here, so we'll see how well that works. I'd now like to take a moment to focus on the many students who couldn't be with us today to march across this stage, our online students, our UMPI students, our out-of-state students who have already returned home, and all others who just weren't able to be here in person. To those of you joining us via live stream, congratulations. The past few years have taught us how important it is to honor every single graduate. And that's why we'll be hosting a virtual graduation ceremony to be made available on UMPI's YouTube channel on Saturday, June 3rd. This video will recognize all graduates who weren't able to attend this in-person event and give them an opportunity to celebrate their accomplishments. You likely noticed a videographer in the crowd today capturing graduation moments. He's going to help us capture a very special moment right now that we're creating especially for those virtual graduates with your help. In a moment, I'm going to ask all of you, audience members included, to stand. I'll then, and that includes the party, right? The platform party. I'll then step off the stage, or leap off the stage, and present a diploma to the camera. Think of the camera as a first-person view for our virtual grads. With a cue from our videographer, and I understand that he's going to shout action, just like in the movies, I'd ask all of you to provide a robust round of applause for these students. The camera will capture your enthusiasm and celebratory spirit for these virtual grads as our videographer proceeds down the center aisle here. My heartfelt thanks to all for helping our virtual graduates to have just a little bit of the pomp and circumstance that you're experiencing during today's in-person commencement. With that, I'd ask everyone to stand and let's get the filming started.
Is he gonna jump? I can't believe I missed the degree. Is it at the bottom of the page? I didn't know I missed it. It's like, what? Oh, man. No.
All right, can all be seated again? Thank you so very much. That gave us a little time to move around a bit for the very conclusion here as we're getting to the end. So I'd now like to introduce our student commencement speaker. Originally from Birmingham, Alabama, Nicole has lived in Maine, right here in the county, for the better half of 13 years. She graduated from the Carlton Project when it was located here in Park Hall in 2017 and was able to visit with Professor Shirley Rush during her tour of the UMPI campus and witness her presentation on student work in Tanzania. Shirley's passion for service and care, as well as the supportive nature of UMPI's faculty and staff, many of whom she had come to know through her dual enrollment high school courses, solidified her decision to attend UMPI. Since that time, we have been blessed with her presence within the nursing program, her work with campus organizations, including the Black Student Union, the Commuter Club, the Student Government Association, and the Student Nurses Organization. And we are especially fortunate that following graduation, she will be working in the emergency department at A.R. Gould Hospital with future plans to become a nurse anesthetist, and nursing educator. It is truly my honor to invite Jerenicia Nicole Cadell, a graduate of the class of 2023, to this podium.
Hi. I would like to start this out by saying I am currently fighting a cough, so my voice is a little scratchy. It's not COVID, by the way. So I do apologize if my voice may go in and out, but I still wanted to present my speech to you guys today. My name is Jerenisha Nicole Cadell, and today I am graduating with my Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. They said the nursing school would be difficult, but I introduced to you nursing school amidst the global pandemic. Not just nursing school, though. Being a college student these past 4 years was no easy feat. Look around. Everyone here deserves a pat on the back for making it here today. You all have truly earned this. Many of us were unprepared for the new way of life introduced by the events of 2020. We are still experiencing the residual effects today. But COVID-19 is not the focus of this speech. Uncertainty is the theme for today, and life is filled with it. With everything occurring in the world, the things we see on the news, and the events that we have happening here right at home, many of you may have found yourselves questioning your significance, your purpose, the obtainability of your goals, and the future that lies ahead. Despite all of your dedication and hard work towards your degree, some of you may still harbor doubts today. I was thrilled with the opportunity to speak here today, and then I was nervous. I was afraid. Why me, I thought. What could I share here with you today in hopes that you would carry it with you beyond this ceremony? Though I thought about it for days, I have always known what I would like to say if given the chance to emphasize what little knowledge I did have to share. There are 3 things I have learned when life feels uncertain, unbearable, or even downright frightening at times. Number 1, no matter how much money you make, how many accolades you acquire, or the goals you set out to achieve, you have nothing without community. One regret I have from my undergraduate career is not spending more time with the people I love. Everyone has been supportive and understanding of my absence for the past few years. That is the cost of such a demanding degree, right? I am not alone when I say that the people sitting in this room today are the reason I am standing before you. I doubt that I would be here without them, and I not only extend this gratitude to my family, who I could never thank enough for what you have done for me, I extend this gratitude to you too. To the faculty, the staff, the students, thank you. This brings me to my second word of advice. Gratitude always makes what we have enough. I was lost in this world 5 years ago, uncertain of the direction my life was headed. I returned to Maine and to UMPI for a second time to pursue my nursing degree. Prior to that, UMPI assisted my high school to establish a satellite campus here. The program allowed students north of Holton to earn their high school diploma in a non-traditional fashion. The school was called the Carlson Project. Shout out to Heather Nunez, by the way. Many of you don't know this, but I was a high school dropout. On my last day of school, I spoke with my principal, and he said something to me that stuck with me for a really long time. His words were, "I don't know what you're going through, but your education will see you through it. It is your way out." I thought to myself, boomers. They always think they have the answers. 2 years passed before his words made sense to me. My last and most crucial piece of advice is, nothing worth having comes easy in life because there are no substitutions for hard work. I was a high school dropout, and today I stand before you as a first-generation college graduate. The deck of cards life deals us sometimes feels impossible to overcome. I come from a background of poverty, generational trauma, substance, physical, emotional abuse, single to no parent households at times. That theme of uncertainty again. Life is a matter of perspective, and your thoughts are very powerful. Your perspective of what's before you will determine your actions and your decision making. No one else can or will do that for you. And I thought to myself, the life I'm living today, it was not accessible to someone from my circumstances. It's not obtainable, not without hard work or without discipline. It's not possible without risk, because there is no growth without failure. I have failed many times, as have we all. However, the people here today have always been there without hesitation to make sure we collectively had the resources, the courage, I'm sorry, and the strength to stand up and try again. I do not believe educators get enough recognition for what you guys make happen here today. I'm so sorry. I need to start over. I do not believe educators get enough recognition for what you guys make happen here in the lives of your students. Alongside time, educational is an invaluable resource. I would like to conclude by saying the following. Graduates, this world needs whatever it is you have to offer. Take pride in what you contribute to it and be intentional about it. You may think that your actions are insignificant, but they can have a profound impact on others. Be kind always. To everyone here today, thank you for your understanding, encouragement, and unwavering support for my fellow graduates and me throughout these past 4 years. You make days like today possible. Thank you. And congratulations, 2023 graduates.
Thank you, Jaranisha. At this time, I am pleased to introduce Evan Zarkadis, a 2020 graduate of this institution and current president of the Alumni Association. Evan?
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I promise I'm the last speaker today. My name is Evan Zarkadis, proud member of the class of 2020 and the current president of the UMPI Alumni Association. I'm extremely honored to stand before you today and have the opportunity to congratulate you on your graduation and join you as you prepare to take the last step in getting out of here and pursuing your dreams and passions. Today, you're officially a member of the UMPI Alumni Association. And guess what? It's the only membership that is completely free. You're now joining others all around the world who claim a shared identity and title as UMPI alumni. As president of the Alumni Association, I have the distinct honor to welcome you as lifetime members in the University of Maine Presque Isles Alumni Association. On behalf of the association's board members and now your fellow alums, I offer you congratulations and welcome you to our extended family. Your class, the class of 2023, has collected a great range of experiences. Survived a global pandemic, went to hell and back or remote education and back to normal, witnessed the Great Resignation, and are currently battling rising inflation and social and economic uncertainties. As a class and as a generation, you are worried, you seek stability and a strong salary and a career. And as many analysts have already said, your generation and class is born for the storm. And many have called you the purpose generation. What is a step that you can take, you may ask, in this world of uncertainties? Well, I might have a thought or two of a useful advice and a formidable tool at your disposal, your alumni network. Our association and your friends here at UMPI want to see you succeed and help you as much as we can when you get out there. As a recent grad myself, I implore you to reach out. Take advantage of your network of alumni that is more than willing to help you both personally and professionally and want to see you succeed and pursue anything that you're interested about. Each of us here at UMPI had a unique UMPI story and experience, and just like I have cherished mine and reminisced my time here, I hope you get to treasure yours and always come back home. Our Alumni Association wants to help facilitate your future success and keep you connected. We will keep you informed about what is happening here on campus, keep you connected with our alumni network through a newsletter, social media, and various other projects, and we will invite you to social and personal networking events and other opportunities through the year, both in person and online. To that, please make sure that your contact information that you have provided to the university is up to date. Congratulations on these milestone achievements. We're also proud of you and are looking forward to seeing where your wings will take you. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to ask the graduates to rise, because this is that moment during commencement that all graduates look forward to, which is a tossing of the caps. So graduates, on the count of 1, let us commence with the tossing of the caps. 3, 2, 1, toss. So especially if they're decorated, make sure you get your own, and you can all be seated for one last time before exiting. I'll just remind members of the audience, please stay until the recessional is complete. This is where the platform party, faculty, and graduates march out of the gym. I'll stay in the gymnasium for a few moments for anyone who would like to have a picture taken. And I remind you all that there is a reception immediately following at the multipurpose room of the campus center. Everyone is invited, and Anatole and Terrence Henry will be playing at that reception as well. So with that, let's give one last round of applause for this amazing group of graduates.
Ready? Yeah.
Very much enjoyed it.